Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Mr. Grant's Weekly Updates. I'm Mr. Grant, and here's the update. By the way, that person that you were just listening to and taking a look at, her name is Jaybirds Beats. You can find her on TikTok. She is from Chicago and a phenomenal drummer. This is Mr. Grant's Weekly Updates for February 3rd all the way through to and including February 7th, 2020. Yeah, Ranchachan. All right, let's begin. So, CMA 10s and 20s, as well as Band 9, and the new group General Music 10-20-30 crew. This is the new semester. Semester number 2 begins tomorrow, February 3rd. Very, very exciting stuff. Let's dive right in. So, what we have on the docket for CMA 20, sorry, I just have my wonderful sheet of paper here. Very, very exciting, very high tech. Let's take a look. So, CMA 10s, 20s. This week, you are going to be working on your ELA music artifact. Okay, you'll be given a lot of time in Academy to work on this. Also, CMA 10s and 20s, you're going to be finding and writing your new music for semester 2. So I really want you to be thinking about what songs you're going to be covering, what songs you're thinking about composing yourself, and those songs will be performed at our cabaret in May, as well as the second celebration of learning in June. Also, 10s and 20s, at the end of February, you are going to be starting your independent projects in the Academy. I'm very excited and looking forward to explaining that and talking about that in the very, very near future. Don't forget, please, 10s and 20s in Academy, your Ray film study questions are due tomorrow, February 3rd. Please get them in. As well, there's going to be a new kind of form of theory and theory work that you're going to be working throughout this second semester. It is very different than that of the first semester, and I think it's more conducive to actually being interested in theory. Theory is not the most exciting thing in music. It's like math and music. Some people really like it, or some people hate it. There's really no in between. It's a love-hate relationship theory. Also, your ELA research for your music movement or the music artist is due tomorrow for Mrs. Cunningham in English. Okay, as well for Academy 10s and 20s, our field trip to Studio Bell, which is Canada's National Music Centre, which is actually located right down by the King Eddie Hotel. Actually, it's part of the King Eddie Hotel in downtown Calgary. It's a phenomenal place. You're going to be getting some forms next week for that field trip. There's a very small cost in order to attend. So, grade 10s and 20s. Sorry, last thing for academies. In English 10s and 20s, you are going to be taking a look at speech writing with Mrs. Cunningham this week. How to write, how to construct, how to speak, how to get up in front of an audience, the kind of the ins and outs of the ways of speech writing. All right, grade 9s. This week in grade 9 band, students are going to be receiving their last piece, which is called Lullaby, and here's a clip of that. And also, grade 9s, you're going to be starting your actual individual or small group music projects. These projects will take place, and the work will take place on Tuesdays and Thursdays in our music or band time. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, that will be our concert band rehearsal time. As well, this week in Grade 9 Band, in terms of theory and our skills and technique, we are going to be reviewing all of our scales, arpeggios, and thirds. That'll be for concert B flat major, concert E flat major, concert A flat major, and concert G minor scales. Near the end of this week, students will be introduced to another minor scale that will then be assessed in the following week. And welcome! General Music crew, General Music 10, 20s, 30s, very excited to be teaching you this semester. My name is Mr. Grant. Some of you know me, some of you do not. That is okay. I'm very, very excited to be teaching you this semester in General Music. This week we're going to be doing some introductory work, getting to know who you are as artists, as musicians. What are your interests in music? Who do you like to listen to? Who do you not like to listen to? What is your favorite instrument? What instrument do you want to master, or at least start to take a look at in general music class? As well, we're going to take a look at a little bit of theory, kind of figure out what you know, what you don't know in terms of theory, and you'll be introduced to your first kind of little mini assignment, little mini project for general music, something very exciting and not too hard or challenging, something pretty cool actually. All right, last two things, that I wanted to introduce you to is concerts and events that are happening and coming up in the next week here. I just wanted to give everybody an update as to some of these really cool events, some of these really cool sounds that are being performed and produced around Airdrie as well as the Calgary area. So to start off, actually today in Airdrie at Burt Church High School in the theater, it starts off with the Burt Church Live Theater Performance Series, and this is the Jazzology Family Series. It starts today actually at 4 o'clock in the Burt Church Live Theater. It's a really cool program, and the Jazzology series is very family friendly and family oriented, and it's some really great live musicians, especially if you like jazz. This is something I would recommend. As well, coming up on Friday, February 7th, Amy Helm, who is a country and R&B blues musician, she is going to be performing at the Ironwood Stage and Grill on February 7th. That'll be something really cool to go to, and actually everybody is allowed in there. It's not just for minors, which is great. As well, the following day on February 8th, which is Saturday next weekend, or this coming weekend, I guess, there's going to be two different things happening in Calgary. So the band Theory of a Dead Man, which I think many of you know, it's their Say Nothing tour. They're going to be in Calgary on Saturday, February 8th at the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. I do believe that everybody is allowed in there with parental escort. I guess that's what you call it, parental supervision. I don't think people under 18 can just walk in. I do think you have to have a parent if you're under 18, but Theory of a Dead Man, very popular band today. So I think that'll be a really good concert. That's on Saturday, February 8th. And lastly, the CPO, the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra, they are going to be performing with Rain Hirsch. Okay, the Comedy Meets Orchestra series. This is at 7:30 down at downtown at the not the Jubilee, but at the other place. If you search up CPO, Rainer Hirsch Comedy Meets Orchestra series for the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra, I'm pretty sure you'll find out where they are playing. I'm fairly positive it's at Arts Commons, I'm fairly positive it's at Arts Commons. All right, so that's it, actually, for Academy and Mr. Grant's weekly updates for CMA 10s, 20s, and 30s, as well as Band 9 and General Music 10, 20, 30. Lastly, I'm going to leave you with a video, Mr. Grant's video of the week. It is also from TikTok. It is some really cool sound editing and sound mixing using a sound, a very unique and kind of obscure sound from an everyday household item that someone has taken apart in terms of the sound and created some really some really awesome kind of backbeat to it. All right, and I'll leave you with that. And so that's it for Mr. Grant's Weekly Updates. Thank you very much for listening and watching today. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me through my email at tagrant@rockyview.ab.ca. As well, you may contact me at the at WH Croxford High School through phone and leave me a phone message as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much. And here's some pretty awesome sound clips. We'll talk to you next week. Adios.
A cool sound. Nice.